Yo, what up? Jake Steele. How you guys doing? Today I'm gonna give you a basic tattoo aftercare guide. Check it out. Alright, so I got 3 main rules off the jump. Number 1, stay out of the sun for at least a week. If you're gonna go out in the sun, if you're gonna go on vacation, make sure you bring a bunch of extra sunblock, or make sure you bring an SPF shirt to put over your fresh tattoo, because the sun will affect the integrity of your tattoo. It might make it fade, and we don't want that. We don't want faded tattoos. Rule number 2, stay out of the pool, stay out of the hot tub, and stay out of the ocean for at least a week. If you soak your fresh tattoo, chances are it's gonna scab up a little bit. It's not gonna heal super smooth, and again, you might have a faded tattoo, and you just paid for this thing, so don't get your tattoo faded. It's a long-term investment. Rule number 3, and this is for all you gym nuts. Stay out of the gym for a couple days. You don't have to go rushing back to get your powerlifting on, especially if you get tattooed on your arm, an area that bends, somewhere on your leg, somewhere on your chest. You don't want to be placing a fresh open wound on an area with a bunch of people sweating and being gross, so just take a few days off. Even when you go back into the gym and you get something on your arm, start with a leg day. You get something on your leg, start with arms, ease back into it, but take a couple days off. Now, there are a couple phases of the healing process. Phase number 1, this is the initial phase. This is a fresh tattoo. This is the first day or so after you get the tattoo, where it's still kind of like a wound. Now, the next phase of your healing tattoo, let's call it the secondary phase. This is when it's dry and flaky and the skin starts to peel off. So your tattoo's healed to the touch, but you're still flaking, you're still itchy, it's still not completely healed. It kind of looks like alligator skin. So, a big part of a great healing tattoo is a well-applied tattoo. So your tattoo artist can't be digging your skin up, they can't be heavy-handed, or whatever they like to call it. You have to have an efficiently applied, smooth, saturated tattoo with limited trauma to the skin. If you just have a great aftercare process, but a crappy application, chances are your tattoo's still not going to heal well because your tattoo wasn't applied correctly. So something you always have to look for in an artist is their prowess in applying a tattoo. So the first phase of my healing process is wiping it down with a little bit of green soap, putting a little bit of my tattoo ointment on the tattoo, wrapping it up in cellophane, and sending my clients home. So you could take the cellophane off in an hour or 2, and that's just to prevent any initial exposure to the outside world. It's just to make sure that when you leave my studio, you're gonna go home and your tattoo is gonna be clean as a whistle. The rest is on you. There are ointments and there are lotions. Ointments are for that first preliminary part of the aftercare process, and lotions are for the secondary part of the process where it's dry, it's flaking, and it's still healing. So I like to recommend A&D and Aquaphor as your basic tattoo aftercare ointments. Now you can get these at any grocery store, any Walgreens, any CVS, stuff like that. It is A&D and it is Aquaphor. So there's also a bunch of tattoo company aftercare products. I'm gonna put a bunch of those in the description below, link to some of those sites. They're a little bit more premium. If you're not looking for anything premium, just do the standard A&D or Aquaphor. You should be A-okay with that. But if you're bougie, very nitpicky, and like to take exceptional care of your tattoos, you might stick to the premium aftercare products. And a lot of these premium aftercare products don't have petroleum in it, so they won't clog your pores, and they're gonna give you a really nice heal, and they smell really nice. They're vegan, they're made of all kind of nice aftercare, all natural ingredients. They're gonna heal you up, right? Okay, so as soon as you get home, take off the plastic wrap. You're going to be using unscented soap, dial gold, or just plain lukewarm water. If you don't feel like running to Walgreens, Walmart, or whatever and buying your little 99-cent pump bottle of soap, if you don't feel like going to Walgreens or to Walmart. So if you don't feel like going to Walgreens or going to Walmart and buying your little 99-cent pump bottle of Dial unscented soap, don't worry about it. Just clean your hands off with your regular soap. Again, nice and clean hands. And then just get lukewarm water. That'll do. And just put that over your tattoo. Clean it off. Again, nice clean hands. Put a little tiny dab of your ointment on your tattoo and then just let it be. And I cannot stress enough when I say less is more with the tattoo. Don't overtake care of it. This definitely can be an issue if you're scrubbing it. I say scrub it. I don't use the word scrub. I say wash off your tattoo 1 to 2 times a day. Reapply the ointment 1 to 2 times a day. If you're scrubbing it, you probably have issues, especially if you're doing it like 3, 4, 5 times a day. You're probably just gonna undo some of the process. So make sure you're not over taking care of your tattoo, because that is a big thing that could take a nice, bright, vibrant tattoo and make it look a little bit faded once it heals. And again, we don't want that. You just paid for it. It's an investment. You want to take good care of your tattoo. I'm going to talk to you briefly about a product that I used to use, that a lot of my colleagues, a lot of my peers use. It's called Saniderm. Now, I got no problems with Saniderm. I just don't prefer it as my main aftercare process because, like any other product, there's going to be clients that have issues with it, and there's going to be enough clients that have issues with it that I just don't feel like keeping it in stock anymore. If you specifically ask me, hey man, I want to use Saniderm, I have experience with it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it on you. I know what it does, you know what it does, no biggie. But for first time clients, I like to give them the basic tattoo aftercare instructions. Now, Saniderm is a synthetic breathable skin barrier that you place over top of your fresh tattoo, and it clings to your skin like an adhesive. It's double-sided. You take off one side, it's a white paper side, you put it on your tattoo, and then you peel off a clear side, leaving this clear skin bandage. Now, Saniderm is notorious for collecting tons of extra ink and blood plasma underneath of it, and sometimes that tends to just freak new clients out. So that makes people take it off right away when they get home because they're scared of all the blood plasma and stuff. Even though you tell them, hey, keep this on for 24 to 48 hours, keep it on for 3 days. Most people that aren't tattoo enthusiasts just simply are not drawn to that process, so I don't like to keep it in stock. Even though it is great, I've seen great results. I use Saniderm during big, bright, vibrant tattoos. I like to use Saniderm on spots of the body that bend, that are uncomfortable for the healing process. It makes a great companion when sleeping on a fresh tattoo. Let's say you got your front tattooed and you got to go to bed and it's really uncomfortable and you're tossing and turning and your skin hurts really bad. Saniderm is the answer. But to get the best of both worlds without using the Saniderm product, I like to just tell my clients the first night or two when you get your fresh tattoo, wrap it up again with a little bit of cellophane. I don't know how some people feel about this, but it works for me, it works for my clients. I've done it for a long period of time, and you don't have to use Saniderm. Again, Saniderm is an adhesive, so that means it's going to actually stick to your skin. So I've seen people have a lot of reactions to this product. I've seen people get red bumps, I've seen people get uncomfortable red itchiness. I've also seen people have a struggle peeling it off when they go to take it off. A way that I get around it is to just put a little bit of plastic wrap, simple plastic wrap, on top of the fresh tattoo for the first night or two. You take it off in the morning, you clean it. Yummy. You wake up, you take it off. Again, clean hands, you clean it. You take the plastic wrap off. There's gonna be a bunch of gunk underneath. You throw this out, and then you put your little bit of ointment on. Just do it for a night or two, and that's just to prevent all that ink and plasma getting all over your bed sheets and causing a mess. And sometimes I've seen like a ditch. You get tattooed in a ditch and it like sticks. And you wake up and you're like prying the tattoo off. So a little bit of cellophane or Saniderm. If you're experienced with Saniderm, again, I'll put the link in the description below. You can pick up some of that stuff. It's awesome, but I don't recommend it for first-time tattoo enthusiasts because a lot of people have issues with it, especially if you have sensitivities to adhesives. Don't even think about it because you'll be red, bubbly, and then you'll be calling me, Jake, what's wrong with my tattoo? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to tell you. Everyone's different. Everyone's a special snowflake. Now that your tattoo is primarily healed and it's been a few days, you're gonna notice that it's gonna start peeling. Don't pick on it. I repeat, don't pick on the tattoo. Don't be a bully to your tattoo, don't pick on it. So you're just gonna wanna let all flakes and all scabs, hopefully no scabs, but if you got scabs, just let them fall off naturally. Because when we pick these flakes or these scabs off the fresh tattoo, there's a probability that you're gonna pull out a little bit of the ink and you're gonna have a little spot in your tattoo where the color once was. So don't pick at it. Don't scratch it either. It's gonna be itchy. Let me give you a tip. If it gets itchy, just tap it. Tap it. I don't know, I feel like this is the only spot on any of your bodies that is tattooed. This is the only spot that you can get a tattoo in. This is the one I keep referring to. Anyway, so now you're gonna drop the ointment. Don't keep putting that Aquaphor, no A&D, no bougie tattoo aftercare stuff. That stuff's all done, no Saniderm. It's just a little bit dry, a little bit flaky. Put some unscented lotion. I recommend maybe an unscented cocoa butter, an unscented Lubriderm, Aveeno, something simple, something like that. Just get a little sample, travel size bottle of it, or get a giant bottle of it if you love tattoos, whatever floats your freaking boat. But you're gonna wanna put just a tiny dab on that. So you're gonna wanna do this for about a week or so, or until your tattoo stops being shiny and it stops itching. And your tattoo is gonna be nice, healed, and vibrant, and you're not gonna have to worry about it anymore. It still might be a little itchy, so don't scratch it. Just tap it. So the aftercare process is a lifelong commitment, but it's very simple. You don't have to worry about not soaking it in the tub, not soaking it in the ocean anymore. You can swim, but the one thing that will eventually cause your tattoos to fade is the sun. So make sure you're wearing extra sunblock, make sure you're wearing an SPF shirt, because a lot of exposure to the sun over a long period of time, not only is it bad for your tattoo, it's actually bad for your health anyway, so just steer clear of that. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you could use some of these tips and tricks to help heal your tattoo. I want to make sure all my clients have the most immaculate, healed, flawless tattoos as possible. So if you forget after you leave your appointment, just refer back to this video if you need any more advice. Also feel free to reach out to me if you're looking to make a tattoo appointment, or if you have any questions, you have any inquiries, just shoot me a message on Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Now, I want you to go out there. I want you to get a tattoo. And I want you to become the best version of yourself. Peace.
Pump yourself up, bro. Come on, bro. Bro.
Yo.
Listen, please, bro.
What up? Jake Steele. I need medication.
You're a fool. You're a fool.
Alright, rule number 1, get your medicine. Rule number 2, get your motorcycle. Rule number 3, Get your entire body tattooed until there's no skin showing.
That's been showing.
That is my guide
The tattooed Aftercare.
for living a good life. That is my guide.
Well, now you have an outro. That's the good part.